It is not new that we see animals out there being examples of things where human beings left a little to be desired. But what if I told you that there are many animals around the world that have even saved lives? Do you doubt it? So drop a like in this video, subscribe to the channel to be part of the family, because today we will see 7 animals that saved lives. I'm Tiago Tadeo, and welcome to the Upside Down. Lulu the Pig. When we think of pigs, we almost always think of strips of bacon, a burger of one of those big ones, right? But believe me guys, in addition to being extremely tasty, pigs can also be great pets. An example of this is Lulu. On August 4th, 1998, the owner of this cute little pig had a heart attack and fell to the ground. When Lulu realized that her owner was stretched out and motionless, she ran down the road and pretended to be dead for the first passing car. The driver then got out of the car and Lulu guided him to the trailer where his owner was. And look, you don't have to be a butcher to say that this little pig saved a life, right? Maddie the Goat. In 2002, Noel Osborne, a farmer from Australia, fell into a manure pile. With the fall, Noel, who was 78 years old, broke his hip and was unable to move. Soon, he couldn't even get up from where he had fallen. He literally lay in the manure pile for days and nights. After 5 days, he was rescued and told that his goat, Mindy, kept him alive all that time. She slept leaning against him, keeping him warm, not letting any other animal get close to him, and also keeping him hydrated, letting him drink her drink. Thanks to the goat, Noel recovered from the fall and claims that the goat's milk is literally an elixir of life. And will we doubt it? Of course not. After all, the little goat saved him. Mila, the beluga whale. The image of a diver with his leg caught in the jaws of a beluga whale may seem frightening, but the context is not at all what it seems. Yang Yun, 26, was freediving in a tank about 6 meters deep. When he tried to get back to the surface, he was immobilized by a severe cramp caused by the water, which was freezing cold. That's where Mila comes into play. She rescued Yang by the leg and took him to shore so he could get out of the water, guys. As the whale's teeth are small, no one was hurt and the guy lived to tell the tale. Because, look, I don't know if you know, but cramps can kill people, see? People start to get immobilized and can drown from it. But the whale saved the guy. Thank God, right? Willie the Parrot. When 2-year Hannah started choking on her breakfast, Willie the Parrot found himself in a state of despair. With no adults around and the baby turning purple, the bird started fussing and screaming. "Mommy, baby." Just imagine the parrot there, fussing, screaming, "Mommy, baby," to try to get someone's attention, right? Fortunately, thanks to the alertness of the pet parrot, little Hannah was able to be rescued before she suffocated. Man, imagine if it weren't for the parrot in this family's life, huh? They have quite the story to tell. Carrie the Horse. A farmer went to tend her cows on what seemed like a normal day at work. It turns out that when approaching the cows, a calf began to scream desperately, probably because it was scared, or afraid of something. That's when the calf's mother, a nasty cow, attacked the farmer with headbutts, because she thought she was doing some harm to her calf. However, this attack was not fatal because the pet horse named Carrie heard the farmer screaming, got there, broke up the fight, while the farmer was able to retreat there to a safer place. And the horse kicked the cow, attacking the cow so it wouldn't go after the farmer. Who would believe a horse could do this? You wouldn't believe it, but thanks to him, the farmer survived this attack. Jambo the Gorilla. Along with her siblings, Levin went to visit the zoo to celebrate her younger brother's birthday. But believe me guys, nobody expected that something terrible would happen that day. Levin climbed a small wall to get a better look at the animals. but at the moment, he slipped and fell, breaking his arm and fracturing his skull. While he was still immobile on the ground, Jambo, a tall and intimidating gorilla, approached the boy, and when everyone there imagined that the gorilla was going to do something bad, and that would be the end, he surprised everyone. Jambo, in fact, began to caress Living's back and protect his unconscious body. And when some gorillas approached, to see what was happening, he put himself in a guard position so that no one would touch the boy. The boy was rescued and survived his injuries from the fall, all thanks to Jambo. Ningnong the Elephant. Amber was just a little girl when it all happened. She had an incredible friendship with Ningnong, a 4-year-old elephant who literally put their friendship to the test. Ningnong began to move away from the sea and behave very differently from usual. But what no one knew was that the elephant was trying to save her friend's life. That's because he began to feel that a tsunami would hit the entire coast. When the wall of waves began to rise, Amber mounted on the back of her elephant friend, and he took her to a high and safe place. Unfortunately, after leaving her there, Ningnong disappeared and was never seen again. Some people believe that he came back to try and save someone else and ended up being washed away by the sea. It's sad to think about it, right? But if it weren't for the elephant and the friendship he shared with the girl, he wouldn't be there to tell this story today. So that's it, guys. These were some heroic animal stories. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel to be part of the family, and share it with your friends. There's a lot of history and a lot of new stuff for you there. A hug and see you on the next one.